Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns, where I just did a little bit of a circuit of the grounds. I think I've looked everywhere now, and I did find a couple of other places that the break was applicable. Most interesting, this one here. There was a spot or two where like I threw it down and picked up like a tarot card, or like I found the last haven. Again, it is just a spot in the grass. But this one's interesting because it had a new mystery behind it. There is a grave here, and it has been disturbed.
Intriguing.
I don't really know what to make of this. If we look at the grave itself, we're given the option to place an item into it, but we certainly don't have any item that is appropriate for this purpose. And then also here, we have this little situation, and what I believe is the final tarot card. The Magician, you know, Dr. Doom, the Sorcerer Supreme. Dr. Doom holds his goblet in one hand and offers a glimpse into the perpetual nature of things in the other. This card represents possibility and determination, as well as focus and being the raddest character in the canon. There are not enough games that let you play as Dr. Doom. Okay, so we got all of that. Salem's Savior. Hold on. We got a new passive for that, and I did not see all of the what it was. As you can see, I may have made some minor visual customizations, just changed some people up a little bit. As much as I did enjoy the demon horns, I thought it was time for a new look. And we have this. I think this is pretty slick. But here we go. It was a new passive. You KO one or more Lilin with an ability, 50% chance to draw a card. Okay. Not as powerful, not nearly as broadly applicable. Definitely not an upgrade. Did that also give me new weapons? Oh, it did. It gave me... Okay, yeah, not big upgrades, in my opinion. And a new suit to go with them. You know, I'll say this. I like complete a collection to get like a whole new set of body cosmetics. That feels like a reasonable reward to me. So, I mean, what is this? It doesn't have the ability to be inspected or anything. I'm just gonna try all of our words one by one.
Autumn be praised.
Wait, autumn be praised. Oh, the bones. Well, we could purify some bones, right?
Perhaps I ask too much
No,
of him.
do I need to be standing on the thing? Or maybe this is not the right step at all? Yeah, it's not the right
There's only
step.
so much Hippus can do.
Well, can I...
There must not be anything
Okay,
here.
there was no interaction prompt, but I was able to interact with them. Was that it? Was that the whole thing?
Interesting.
I guess so. I thought maybe that was gonna be cool. And instead it was kind of nothing. Well, there you go. There is one other thing I discovered that I don't know what to make of, and maybe it's nothing. It's right over here, though. Check this out. Every single time I approach this area, that wolf howl occurs. And you can see it happens from both sides if we go through and come back. I don't really know what to make of it. I tried doing a reveal. It had no effect. It might not be anything. It might be just like you're supposed to be. It's spooky ambiance, but I had one thought. Where is Charlie right now? Is Charlie in the place? Gosh, everybody's gathered so close together. It's hard to even say. All right, let's fast travel back here. Charlie.
Hunter.
Hi, Blade.
Good girl, Charlie.
Alright, come with me. I just want to see if you will detect anything if I bring you out there. I believe this. Hold on, this isn't right. Am I on the right side of the? No, I'm not even on the right side of the Abbey. If I fast travel with Charlie in follow mode, does Charlie fast travel with me? No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Also, it's really annoying that you can't fast travel back to the Abbey when you're in the map that's zoomed in to the Abbey. Like, what is the reason for that? There you are. Alright.
I hope Colossus didn't get wind of all that chaos.
Sorry, Charlie. I took us out the wrong side of the building because I am still easily lost. Following? Okay. You know, we used Charlie to sniff out demon hounds before, right? I wish this dog was anywhere near as fast as I am. Come on.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Right, and now that you've been praised, you'll be so eager to detect whatever. No? No, it's probably nothing.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably nothing. Alright. I'm supposed to be talking to Caretaker. I was supposed to, at some point, have spoken to Caretaker. I suppose we can finally do that.
You feeling all right?
Yes, extremely
What
normal.
are you doing?
I can't manage to turn around. There we go.
Hey, kiddo. Almost time for the meeting.
I'm ready.
All right, it's not far from here.
So I think we're kind of done with Abbey Ground stuff, unless there turns out to be a another big mechanic.
Hello, my dear.
What are you doing here?
Whenever Sarah was this nervous, I used to keep close. A look, a smile, a touch on the shoulder. It always helped. I can't do that now, of course, but death can't stop me from watching over her.
Why would she be nervous?
I don't know. I think I'll stay and find out.
Also, isn't Agatha basically like cloaking herself from Sarah? Couldn't she reveal herself? Like a touch on the shoulder is probably out of the question, but a look and a smile can absolutely still happen. All right, let's see what the deal is with this finally.
Good thing you're fireproof.
Where is Cat?
What?
Nothing.
I heard
I
the
have
cat.
a feeling about the meeting.
You think she's announcing a team barbecue?
Not exactly.
Well, okay, I heard the cat. I don't see the cat. Whatever.
Everyone's here. I should begin.
You sound like you are hesitating.
That's because I am. I could use a moment to collect my thoughts.
Just
What did you always tell me? Hesitation is a gift delivered to your enemy?
It is absolute cruelty to use my own words against me, especially when you're right. Time to tear off the bandage. Thank you all for coming. Truthfully, I wasn't sure everyone would, and that's why we're meeting. The Hunter and I are working to stop Lilith and her master, Cathan. I'm not certain about the rest of you.
We're in this to the end.
Are you?
It's a strong look
I see
for
petty
Blade.
rivals more concerned with scoring points off one another than stopping the mother of demons.
Whoa there, if anyone isn't pulling their weight, it's the Midnight Suns.
And if anyone's doing their own thing, it's the Avengers.
And the ringleaders prove my point.
And Sarah's
But I speak
more
only
guilty
for
of this than
myself.
they are, even.
So I ask the
okay.
Hunter, who is responsible for the dysfunctional state in which we find ourselves?
This is It's funny how often the darkness choice is just say the thing that's correct.
It is not any one team. It is your failure to bring us together.
Whoa.
You throw us at an impossible problem, withhold vital information, and then blame us for not getting things right. You set us up to fail, and so we do.
Ooh, damn.
If contempt for my methods builds unity, then so be it. She will destroy everything you know, pollute all you love. In this, she and her followers are unified. To serve Lilith is to serve Chthon. If you don't pull the same direction, if you'd rather fight each other, we've already lost.
Look, the Midnight Suns are unproven. I will grant that they have potential, but we can't trust an apocalyptic threat to the Halloween teens.
We're all in our 20s.
Could have fooled me.
See? The Avengers underestimate their allies. You think they'll do otherwise for the Mother of Demons? If they're in charge, we lose.
You're both right. The only one who can lead us to victory is the Hunter.
Huh.
That's our Steve.
What do you say, Hunter? Are you willing to lead us against your own mother?
Why are we restating the premise that we established at the beginning of the game? Yeah, that's literally what's already been happening, but sure.
There is no better person for the task at hand.
Confidence is good for a leader. Arrogance? Not so much.
You think I am arrogant?
I hope not. But either way, I'm sure we'll find out.
Steve Rogers, I will whip your
team,
ass.
Hunter. Tell us how you plan to lead us.
See, this I don't like. This I'm less fond of. Yeah, this is fine.
I will chase my mother to hell if I have to. The question is, will any of you? If you will not give everything you have, the rest of us do not need you.
Highly inspirational, boss, but let's get down to vibranium tax. We're all equal here, and it's obvious my team is first among equals. Look, there's no question these kids have heart. We can't do any of this without them. But this isn't our first apocalypse, and experience beats heart any day of the week. Boss, I need to know where we stand on this.
Hold on. This is all very... The conflict between them is way more... in this meeting, it's way more, like, formalized than it has been. There's a lot... So far, it has mostly been the Avengers just kind of, like, ignoring the Midnight Suns, and the Midnight Suns correctly seething about that. This is making it more like they're having food fights constantly. It's not, like, awful, but it isn't... So many of the conversations in this game seem like they were written, especially the main plot type conversations, seem like they were written based off of, like, a skeleton of what the plot was going to be, but none of them were... like, there was no period where we had all the scenes actually figured out, and then we went back and did a pass to make sure that they were cohesive. Like, they all exist kind of independent of each other, making assumptions about what might have happened in the other scenes, but not quite fitting together. It's just very strange. It's also super weird that Tony Stark is laying so heavily on the, well, you don't know what's going on because you're teenagers thing, while looking directly at fucking Blade. Who is not, okay. That's fine. Here's the deal. The Avengers will do what I say. Shut up.
What I say, we do. There is no power behind the throne, Tony. Your team is here to carry out my will. If you cannot get behind that, go back to the ruins of Avengers Tower.
Not to interrupt this feel-good moment, but what about us? It's no secret we were sidelined when Tony and the others showed up. Caretaker built our team to face this threat, but we've been pushed aside. I need to know that ends here.
So this concern has been so much more clearly established that this part doesn't feel as awkward.
If you need an answer, I do not know if you are ready. Show everyone you are capable of succeeding as a team. Then we will talk.
That's not fair, Hunter.
Fair
I mean,
is
it's a
not going to
gibberish
stop my
non-answer is
mother.
what it is.
The big picture is the only one that matters.
That's enough for tonight. I want all of you to reflect on what we said. If you'll excuse me, I need a moment with the hunter. So that's it. We did what we could. Let's hope it works.
We did nothing. We literally just restated all of the major conflicts and premises of the game. Like, nothing is different. That answer, it's really frustrating that we did not really have the opportunity to give an actual answer to that question. It's like the answer we did give contextually is like, we'll never know if your team is ready to do missions if you can't do missions, and if you can't do missions, then I'm never going to take you on missions. It's like this weird circular nonsense that does not take into account the fact that we've already been taking these people, like they've been working, they've been doing the work. Because this game has the same problem that a lot of like big games have, a lot of like double and triple A games have, where narrative is confined to one line and mechanics are confined to another line, and they're things that happen alternatingly and they do not touch each other at all. The outcome of this, like, you should not make choices during this conversation. The outcome of this conversation should be based on the way that you've actually been using people in missions, who has been successful, who has failed at things. But they don't want to make any of the mechanical stuff have any narrative weight because their narrative is static and they designed it separate from the gameplay, and then they just like laid them over top of each other. It's a very frustrating and incredibly common kind of design.
I still do not see the point of all this.
They're finally thinking of something other than themselves. That was the point.
That is all I needed.
Tonight, we pulled the plunger and set the ball rolling. The rest is gravity and the occasional nudge.
Is that a pinball reference?
In the 70s,
I hope not,
Agatha
'cause that's not how
insisted I
pinball
pick up a
works.
hobby. I won a few tournaments.
Why do I know about pinball?
Perhaps it's the universe telling you to challenge me when this is all done?
Think I could take you?
No, you drain faster than bathwater.
You're supposed to use the flippers. When you play pinball, it's all about continuing to control the ball by using the flipper. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Mindbender. Like a pretty good Merciless. Merciless with knockback is like interesting, I guess. These cards are fine. I guess. Can I see? Okay, if we hit show details, show upgrade. Okay, see, now this just says they attack their nearest ally. So there was a patch between this time and last time we played. Maybe they just like changed the function of Mindbender. Maybe it's actually good now. And if it's a better card, then. Oh wait, is this not the same card? What was the other one that I had? It was Mind something. Maybe this is not the card that I was thinking of. Let me just look at my cards. I had Mind Breaker before. Mind Breaker is the one that kind of doesn't work. Mind Bender seems fine. This seems all right. Yeah, actually, this seems like I would like to maybe put this into the deck immediately, because it seems like a rad dark card. I don't mind dropping Wrath, honestly. I think Wrath is like fine, but not exciting. Mindbender is kind of exciting.
There's the Sarah I know.
The one who yells at everyone?
All right, and we're getting pretty dark. We are pretty dark. I'm assuming something meaningful will happen when we hit 100. And everybody wants to talk. I do not want to. I'm good. Thanks. I am not talking. I am not allowed to fast travel. Am I allowed to slow travel?
Hey, Hunter.
Hey, how's it going? Yep, because that scene needs to be cut off so completely from the rest of the game that... Alright.
I sincerely hope I won't need to repeat myself after tonight.
Okay, just some credits laying on the floor.
We've known each other too long for this.
For having a conversation. Okay, no more currency. I guess it's time to just get to bed. We have daytime stuff to do, right?
If you're round down.
Remember how there's a video game going on? Let's do some of that. So, I know that in the time between recording the last episode and recording this episode, the first DLC came out. I have no idea how it's actually going to connect to everything or if we will have access to it yet. I'm kind of expecting to get some kind of notification when we use the map for the first time, maybe. Alright, I have 1,000,000 gloss. There's absolutely no reason not to just always buy everything. Oh, a copy of Tomb of Dracula 10. Would it be weird to give this to Blade? What is the significance of the Marvel comic of someone's first appearance in a world where they're real? And I wonder if I could create one of your classic time paradoxes.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Gain resist or generate 1 heroism, randomly selected, I assume. I gotta be honest with you, that's not terribly exciting. Let's take a moment to do some artifact study. Because I brought you a sick artifact. Probably.
It may not be flashy, but it will get the job done.
Okay.
If only I could say the same for Tony.
It's a wand and some essence. Good enough for me. Also,
got more coil for me?
Suppose we have a coil to work out here.
Not bad, right?
Okay. You know, just kick. Why don't you just kick? That's interesting. This is not very exciting. This is not very exciting. Are my curses... Okay, you know what? The curses I'm using are not upgraded. So actually, taking this just to use it to throw an upgrade is probably not a terrible idea. I can't imagine I'm gonna run Deadly Ground without a better idea, at least like how good it is.
I used to design sentient future tech.
46 base damage is fine. What does this turn into if you upgrade it? Okay, it just gets a straight damage boost. Yeah, I mean, damage is good. Right now I do feel like Magic has a little bit of a problem with not being able to do great single target damage necessarily.
Ready when you are, Hunter.
So we still need to get an epic Ghost Rider ability so that I can craft an epic Ghost Rider ability for that research that I would like to do. We have unlocked this. Lets us stick mods onto things. That feels like a pretty strong, choice. We definitely want to have that open. Can I look at...
It's working.
Okay, so... Bring Iron Man to 2 more missions. Craft a Ghost Rider ability. Upgrade an Iron Man ability. Reroll 1 card whenever a Gamma Coil is analyzed. That seems useful. I would like to have that. Upgrade for Nico abilities to get extra revives. Heroes draw a card when an ally knocks an enemy into them. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So we definitely want to bring
Remind me again,
Wolverine out on a mission.
This stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
Yeah.
There's something to be said of the careful
okay,
study that
Iron Man and Wolverine would not be a terrible idea. We could still use a Captain America.
So it's a Zen thing then. You become one with the old book and it shares.
I mean, we could do that, right? We could do Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, probably.
Mock
Let's see about
See you,
that.
Hunter.
There's some chance I might even be able to do that on a story mission. Alright. Some people need combat therapy. Let's give it to Nico. Because Nico's max HP is already not spectacular. Would like to have her not getting completely annihilated at the beginning of each fight. And Blade is the one who is ready to practice with the most friendship available.
Just remember the most important.
Blade, do not shoot me with an automatic weapon while we are sparring. I know we're trying to train and whatever, but there are limits.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
I cannot believe he thought that that was a cool thing to do. All right, so we are heavy on essence now. Yeah, boost the base damage of air superiority. That seems like a...
I think we've got something for everyone.
Well, I have 2 copies of air superiority. Hold on, is his deck set up right? Because maybe I just want to be playing both of those. I guess they're pretty expensive, but let me have a look at his deck. I did go through everybody's deck. So we're playing this 1 good copy of air superiority. We got surgical strike for the big chains. We have an upgraded surgical strike. Yeah, I guess air superiority is not necessarily a thing you want to have a bunch of copies of in your deck, because it is very it's very resource hungry.
Time to take it to the next level.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that upgrade. It's a really expensive one, but honestly, I think it might be worth it.
That's the stark promise.
I don't know that I really want to spend... I mean, I guess it's a kind of essence we have a lot of. I just don't think this is very meaningful.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Okay, I definitely need to make sure that I am upgrading my wild strikes. Will it show me... So I have a pair of wild strikes in here. It's going to spend a normal one, right? Because I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally cannibalize one of the ones with a mod on it. Do I have... Of the 3 that I have, is one of them normal? Because we definitely have 2 in the deck here. Let me see. Okay, one of them is normal. I'm assuming it will take the leveled up normal one and apply it to the one that isn't leveled up that has the mod. Which is absolutely worth doing.
Practice makes perfect.
But I really wish it would let me choose the things manually, you know? It's got a really aggressively dumbed down interface to make it easier to do with the controller, I'm assuming, because that's generally how these work. But I really would like it if I could choose which cards are getting used for which things.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answer.
That's not really worth an upgrade. Ooh, okay, 1 step ahead getting upgraded makes sense. More base damage on knee strike is more shield, which is definitely useful.
Let's give this a try.
Should I do the shield throw upgrade? Or shield bounce? Yeah, I guess apply 1 week to every enemy in an area is good enough.
And just sit back. Always improvements to be made.
We're burning through that heroic essence mighty quickly.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
I don't think upgrading Limbo Portal is worth the skill essence, frankly.
Nothing's gonna stop me now.
Upgrading those is worthwhile, though. Okay, Empower pulling a heroic card out of your deck actually makes it a lot more interesting. This is the thing I couldn't do off camera because our save was at night. Yep, upgrade the other Chain Strike, of course.
Can't wait to see how this goes down.
And then Wolverine. We can upgrade a Chain Strikes. I'm very pleased that they have like a Saturday morning cartoon colored version of his X-Force outfit. I think this is a really great look for him.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
And I know I just spent all of our attack essence down, but I did already talk to Magic and give her the materials for the next Emo Kids meeting. So
for me too.
Don't worry about that. We don't still have to figure that out. Okay, before we make any decisions about hero ops, let's go look at the table.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
Yep, there it is. Okay. Deadpool's missions can be undertaken at any time. Complete the first Deadpool mission to add him to the Midnight Suns roster, and then watch as he has no effect on story sequences, is my guess. So that's going to be in New York. Yeah, we just get a Gamma Coil. See, what I would really like here is to take either an Intel cache or a significant amount of credits. Barring that, I feel like we should probably just do the next story mission. I mean, how quickly do I want to focus on unlocking Deadpool? Here's the thing. I love Deadpool. Okay. I love a version of Deadpool. I think that Deadpool has been in the hands of some people who have done him very dirty. I'm much more a fan of, like, first-run Deadpool, much less a fan of, like, chimichangas and whales are so random Deadpool. And unfortunately, the word chimichanga is featured prominently in the DLC announcement on Steam, so I know that this is the latter. He could, I mean, he's still probably useful. He's just like, what if Wolverine would use a gun once in a while? We should probably go get, okay, all right. I have to bring the Hunter, which is going to put a little bit of a crimp in our plans as far as unlocking stuff. A new supernatural threat is rising. Who better to face it than, okay, well, anyone other than Deadpool. Oh, it's so wacky. I'm sorry, I'm not going to grouse about this the whole time, I promise.
Is there a problem? Another one?
Central's picking up some unusual activity at the New York Museum of Art. Looks like a break-in. It's all stolen artwork, recently recovered from the personal collection of Deadpool?
That, the Harlequin, is an art thief?
No. Red Skull is the art thief. Deadpool is more of a... kind of like... You really need to see for yourself.
He was clearly hitting the lasers. They did not design that in such a way as to keep him away from the lasers. Deadpool's like wacky and fourth wall breaking and stuff. I think the problem is when you start to get into like Ace Ventura pet detective energy is when you have crossed the line.
Good luck, kiddo. You're going to need it.
I don't know if you've seen that Ace Ventura movie recently. It does not hold up in so many ways. In so many ways. But okay, let's go get us a Deadpool, I suppose. He'll probably be good, right? He's a popular character. They're gonna push his power level, I assume. I think that there's a movie coming up, right? They want people to like him.
Any intel on our museum thief? Let me guess. Captain Mayo in the archives with a candlestick.
Hydra Mystic in the warehouse. No candles. Whatever Hydra is looking for, it seems they have yet to find it.
I like this look. This is a good look.
You the new guy?
Huh?
Sorry, the new fully customizable, heroically upgradable monster masher? Wisecracking anti-hero. Merc, very occasional hero. Whatever. I'm adaptable. Spin me off, it's a big franchise.
Stop talking.
Are you here for the statue too?
What statue?
The one my very mysterious and very scary client from somewhere in very Eastern Europe wants me to steal back from the guy who stole it from him? It's the Circle of Crime. That one? Well, Jimmy, my frickin' chungus. Yeah.
What was that, like 30 seconds?
Hands up and pants down, ladies and gents. This is a robbery. I'm sorry. Have we met? Aren't you... Sloth? No, Sylvia. Cindy?
Please kill him.
Sin! That's it. Of course, Sin. Granddaughter of Redhead. I mean Skull. Whatever.
No.
The good news is sometimes Deadpool gets into trouble with other hero groups because he is like absolutely willing to commit a lot of murders or whatever. He's gonna fit right in with us.
Participate in one that was actually quiet.
All right, what kind of stuff do we got here? So a basic quick attack.
And things go not terrible for me.
And Fuego. All
Try
right.
not to get wiped out by Hydra flunkies while you're mouthing off.
Not dying is actually a key
Damages
part
each
of my
enemy in an area. How much area are we talking about? Okay. If we get him on Fuego, it will be more area. How does one do that? Okay, just KO people. This does not feel super unique. It's fine. Whatever. So I mean, let's paste some dudes.
Sorry, babe. It's not you, it's me.
What a set of decisions have been made around his voice.
Hell.
Okay, so I mean, this does not seem like a super complicated battle here. I mean, we could absolutely just hero combo somebody. Only does 270, but I mean, it's enough to clean this up. Yeah.
I get to be the big...
You make an excellent partner.
Again, because of the murder, because you are willing to commit murders. I might want to redraw. Like, I don't think Holy Burst is terribly compelling here. Let's show me something exciting. All right, a second copy of Death from Above is not what I was looking for. Let's drop the Pain Pinata as well. God damn it! How did I get my hero combo again already? All right, we definitely do not have the angle on this guy, but that could be changed. We're not positioned in such a way. Okay, so if I do like double Death from Above. Yeah, I mean we can get down to just one enemy here, right?
I am impressed.
And then we'll just bounce this guy off of a crate.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Why is that so fun?
Okay, unfortunately, we can't really prevent this guy from landing his attack. You might be in a good position to vault him, though, right? May as well.
I'd love to hear who hired you to steal that artifact if you're feeling chatty, and I know you are. Wait,
Days
you aren't
3
the
is a little
usual lady
awkward.
in my ear. Who is this? Carol Danvers? Why is that name so familiar?
I'm Captain Marvel.
Ah, it's finally happening.
Always happy to
Sin-
meet my fans.
No, Sin is outside of the combat area. Okay. I mean,
You have earned
let's just play some nice high damage cards on this nerd.
your undoing.
And then we have a last sight that we can burn on any of the others. I might want a Mindbender just because I need... Well, we don't have enough card plays to play everything I want anyway. Yeah, I guess we'll just Wild Strike you. Just do lots and lots of damage and then go invisible.
Realize the trouble you are in, friend. Weak, even for high.
Okay, we got there eventually. Bad news for Deadpool is he is absolutely just gonna absorb this again. I'm not gonna be able to do any real damage here. It's probably not even worth spending this thing, right?
Get your cooties off me.
Okay, that hurts.
Let's see how tough you are.
He should have some like regen or lifesteal or something, right?
I need to stop taking jobs from mysterious internet strangers. This could have been dangerous.
This internet seems like nothing but trouble.
Well,
But there are so many adorable puppy videos. Not to mention all the not safe for work stuff.
I hit yes.
Don't even ask, Hunter.
Is there anything in particular to knock him into? Not really. I do feel like doing this to just clean up all of the enemies probably makes good sense.
I can handle it.
Plus, it's a very satisfying card to play.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Alright, and then I guess I will heal you. I'm not going to be able to get much on fuego going here.
The light is on our side.
That's one of those homeopathic deals.
Am I... okay, we're able to get a little bit of bonus damage. It's not like super exciting. Unfortunately, if we can't get any actual kills for Deadpool, it does seem like a lot of his cards are kind of just bad. 190 is not obviously getting us where we want to go. Oh, what am I talking about? I have the collar.
Let us see if they have an answer. You
Insanely annoying, as expected, but at least he can fight.
step away from the artifact.
Click.
Did you just say click?
Yes, I did. For emphasis. Now hand over the statue.
Fool. Do you know what?
Monologue-free zone here. It's in my contract. Sorry. Now, respect the click and hand over the... Whoa. Big click energy. I like it. Want to help me kill some Nazis?
Hydra aren't Nazis.
Potato frittata.
But they have outlived their usefulness to me.
See? I had your back.
Right. Where is Sin and the statue?
The level designer says she went that way.
Why betray her own people?
Maybe she appreciates a plot twist? You first.
You know, I'm not entirely hating it. I think it's a little uneven, and obviously the chimichanga stuff is happening occasionally, but a lot of it fits. And a lot of it feels less stilted than a lot of the other, like, Avenger character dialogue.
Is this a mole man thing? Please let this be a mole man thing.
It is super weird how much he feels the need to go into different animations while talking, though.
Fan.
It's like he could just keep pointing his guns while doing quips. So, hold up. Are we really giving a major vampire storyline to a person who isn't Blade? I guess that's funny. Okay, vampires can infect your cards and grow stronger when a hero suffers bleeding damage. Okay.
It would seem Hydra and their mistress have escaped with the artifact.
Is this like one of those monkey's paw things? I say mole man, and the universe gives us off-brand vampires?
They're vampires.
Oh, I don't have any. I don't have any
It's a whole
heroism.
Don't ask.
Wasn't gonna. So, is there some special way to dust these critters?
Beat them before they eat you?
Bet you can't guess how many times I've heard that.
I would really like to. I'm assuming that if I if I shoulder check two minion type enemies into each other, that we get 2 stacks of On Fuego. That would seem to be the thing we want to do, but unfortunately these enemies are not positioned to make that very easy for me. If I have Blade... What is a way that I could reposition myself to maybe be able to do that? I just don't think it's happening. Alright, let's, That's just a fire in a barrel. There's absolutely no reason that would explode, but okay.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
I don't know if these count as servants of Lilith. Okay, that guy's still out of range even if I had the angle. Well, if I do a mind bender... So this will give me a heroism, the heroism necessary to do the pain pinata, and maybe we can pick up a couple of enemies. Nope, the minions are just too far apart. Are you low enough to be killed by a push? Yeah, a push into a thing, maybe. Okay, so if we get 1 stack of it, then maybe the area is large enough to hit them both? No, I did not gain a stack. Why the hell not? Okay, it specifically has to be with a Deadpool ability. That's really annoying. What a frustrating way for that to work. Okay, well, gives me something.
Are we excited? Somebody call the meat wagon.
Especially like if you're in a position where you don't have any Deadpool abilities that are really fun available, it does feel like, I don't know, it's not a big deal, I suppose. It's just the oh, we can almost get both of them. The pushing and knocking people into stuff is such a big part of the game. It feels like you would want to really push that as much as possible. All right, let's redraw. I'm not going to use this. Show me an attack. Show me something good. Holy Burst is not any bigger than the other thing. Damn it. And everything in my hand costs heroism rather than generating it. Okay.
said knock you out.
And then we might actually just... What items do I have equipped? Well, nothing that matters. I was kind of hoping to avoid getting vampired here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And some of our cards are just going to get infected. Okay, so it's not stuff, it's not necessarily stuff in your hand. It can be other stuff.
Where's Blade when you need him? Technically, aren't these things his cousins?
No relation, as far as I
might
know.
be.
Word of advice, never suggest Blade is like other vampires.
So, like, this is pretty good, right? We should be able to pick up a lot of kills here. Let's just toast this dude, generate some heroism.
Your mother abandons you.
Five works. Five's good enough.
Just for you. Let that be a lesson to you, evildoer.
Did we not get... First of all, we got one, really? It's per ability, not per kill. That's frustrating.
I should probably feel bad about that.
But secondly, the bar is representing nothing right now.
The advantage is mine.
These vampires are a problem. At least we know how to handle them.
The exact same way we handle everything else. See, that's a better team-up attack. The hero combos should look more like that.
Statue, not even a sparkly hole can cheer me up.
Is this about your very scary client again?
When he finds out how royally I botched this mission, or worse, when he finds me, I'll be...
Deader pool?
There it is! You go, new guy! And by that, I still obviously mean the new, fully customizable...
Come back with us to the Abbey.
No.
The magical wards will protect you.
No. Hell no.
You can hide there. Help us track down Sin.
No.
Fight off the vampire infestation.
If you insist. Look, Ma, I'm gonna be DLC!
Like, even the hunter is a little less stilted in these missions. This mission, the one that we've seen. I think there's a lot of weird pauses in the dialogue in a lot of the major conversations where like a line ends and there's just like a beat too long before the next line begins. But the Hunter Deadpool stuff comes off very smooth. I wonder to some extent if it's just that like that this stuff got written after they had already sort of gotten the practice, after they'd figured out the tone in writing the main game, and the writing in the dialogue, the writing in the DLC is generally going to be better. Is going to like feel better and be more functional, if not necessarily be better in content. You know what I mean? Also, apologies about my voice. I did not. Sometimes the old esophagus just does not want to play along. Oh, hey, we got a thing. Consume all heroism to damage each enemy in an area, but it doesn't have the fun knockback. Like, it's really hard for me to want to play fewer cards with knockback. The knocking people back is a big part of the fun. So the Hunter's Embrace of the Darkness Within has unlocked a new legendary ability. Okay, we hit a darkness threshold. Is why we got that. Because we're only allowed to play one legendary ability, right? And while I do like just huge pile of damage, and especially it's compelling with the collar. If it is the case, like if I take out the heal, yeah, maximum 1 legendary allowed. So, do I like it better than Bladestorm? I mean, Bladestorm does not really do all that much damage. I think I'm going to keep the Bladestorm. I really like being able to bounce enemies around. Even if it isn't necessarily the most effective thing, it feels good. Did I unlock another outfit? Oh, right. The high-tech one. Yeah. Apparently we pulled some new color palettes. Oh, you know, I kind of like this. It makes me seem more like all in on the emo kids thing. Yeah, I'll make that change. We certainly have the gloss. And then some new weapons came with my new outfit. Okay, I kind of like that, actually. What does the high-tech longsword look like? It's just the same kind of deal. I like this one that's all goopy for no reason. That's a strong look, in my opinion. All right, kind of a lot going on here, but that's the Hunter through and through, right? Complicated. Not really, but she looks like a complicated character. Why do I still have a glow on me? Did I not look at... No, I shouldn't. Okay. Game's just kind of buggy. We don't actually have a tremendous amount to do at night anymore. So I think like the number one thing is just look for chests on this menu really quickly. And I suppose every once in a while I should go out and scavenge for mushrooms or whatever. Alright. Lots and lots of blueprints. Once I find a thing worth constructing with them, they'll probably be pretty useful.
I hear we have a new housemate. I will wait to make my introduction.
He's going to keep the mask on. I wonder if there will be any dialogue between him and Spider-Man about Peter Parker having chosen to demask.
Again, Hunter. If
Can
you
I...
excuse...
Okay. Just no
Thanks,
prompt popped
Hunter.
up.
You're literally a lifesaver. I'll just lie low until my job is done.
Does your job always
There we go. That's sort
require
of what
you
I
to
was
steal
talking
art?
about.
That's what the client wants, sure. Most of the time it's making people sleep forever. The forbidden nap, if you will. Mercenary work is a grab bag of awful stuff, and it rules.
Well, it is certainly a way to make a life for yourself.
It's not all sunshine and kittens, unless the job is at an animal shelter.
You hurt small creatures?
No, I only hurt people. Puppies have never done anything wrong.
Hurting people does not bother you?
I don't get paid to be bothered. I get paid to be cool and steal priceless artifacts.
The statue being one of them.
Stealing things isn't my usual jam, but money talks, and I sure love listening.
Can you tell me more about the statue?
Do I look like some sort of artsy-fartsy hipster to you?
I'm wondering why it was important to you.
Because looking at it made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
If your client was paying you to steal the statue, it must be valuable.
I'm not some TV game show host with a fabulous mustache. I don't get paid to ask questions.
That does not sound very smart.
Hey, I'll have you know my IQ is average.
So you will not tell me who you work for?
Not unless I want to be on the receiving end of his punishment. Normally, I'd be into that, but he's too scary.
Scary how?
So scary that I took a magical portal to a stranger's house in order to stay away from him.
You are welcome to stay at the Abbey for as long as you need.
I'm gonna leave a Deadpool-sized impression on the couch. That's where I'm headed, unless you still want my attention.
No, we're good, we're good.
Enjoy your couch time. We will talk later.
Stringing me along? How cruel.
This conversation has already had too many voices, yeah. Huh, he has a different...
Blade said it was weird that I sleep
Okay.
with my guns.
Now his dialogue option is the normal shape. He definitely had a different icon there for a minute. But I'm assuming it was just, stuff being broken. Oh, I didn't actually send anybody on a hero op, did I? I was going to look at the table to make sure that we were clear before, to make sure it was clear to us who we were using before I accidentally sent somebody on an op and made them unavailable. And then I just totally spaced. Well, we didn't have all that much intel left anyway.
How's it going?
That is a problem I need to solve. So, are we still not doing, like, a club meeting or anything? Should I maybe talk to... Because it's been quite a while since we've had a club meeting. I can't even talk to Nico. Huh, I don't know. I assume it'll happen when it happens. Is Charlie in here? Charlie is not in here. We probably are not so concerned about Charlie's level anymore, I would think. Okay, 4 resistant missions start. That'll certainly help Nico stay on her feet in the next battle. Alright, let's do some morning chores here real quick.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
Alright, so I was not allowed to actually make any choices about who would go on that last mission. I'm hoping we will be on these next ones. But for right now, just getting the better anvil is, I think, worthwhile.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? How's that for quality workmanship?
Okay, chain 2 is like a very boring ability.
I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Okay, so it's very high base damage, but it does not by default add heroism. But it could, in fact, have a lot of heroism. That also seems alright. What is, I'm assuming it applies marked before dealing the damage, in the case that you're playing it and it's going to kill an enemy immediately. That seems like an alright card. I don't know that I would actually play it, so I think we're probably not taking it. I might go for these two, actually. Well, a chain card, given the way that Infuego works, a card with chain is definitely useful. It'd be able to drop a normal guy and contribute some damage onto a thing we're trying to take down with the team. It is a real shame, though, that you can't use this to just get 2 charges. It seems like it's going to be a real pain in the ass to manage. I'm going to try it like this. Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
So all that stuff's happening. In theory, we have a yard upgrade available, although I do not know if we actually have the money. Sure, music boxes. I am buying... we are acquiring way more gifts than we are opportunities to give gifts, which is weird. Hey, Blade, what's up? Because the thing is, I seem to not be able to use the, oh, there it goes. Okay, the Crucible's very fucking expensive. We need to do a credits mission. Magic is available for training. We will absolutely do that.
As good as they say.
Okay.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
It does seem like the decent thing to do. Deadpool is in our hero menu now, right? So let's really quickly have a look at what his cards turn into when they are upgraded. So Death from Above. Wow, the bonus damage doesn't even change. It just gets a very minor boost to the On Fuego multiplier. That sucks. I feel like we are maybe going to be cutting this card. Like, aggressively. Okay. That's really interesting. So Quick Shot Plus is kind of just the chain card that we picked. Okay. This gets really good when it's upgraded. That is very seriously going to enable his whole deal. Okay, the cost of that comes down by 1, which is like fine. Okay, up to 5 base cost, but a very significant damage increase. Mag Dump seems good. We often find ourselves in situations where we are like desperate for just a way to dump heroism, a way to use enough heroism. So let's cut a Death from Above for sure to throw Spread the Love in there. Because Death from Above seems kind of garby. And then, I cannot believe I just said that out loud. Yes, I heard it and I'm mad too. Do we want to, given the way that Pain Pinata works, do I want to run 2 copies of this? Thing is, I don't really like All Together now until it's upgraded, so maybe we cut one of these, run the Mag Dump, and then upgrade the All Together now, right now, that and the Death from Above. I don't know that we're going to actually have enough resources to do that.
If you can be careful, time's wasting, Hunter.
All right, we have the resources to do the important part.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, this upgrade is like really very minor value. I'm not going to stress about it. Okay, and with that, I think our chores are actually done. I am curious, though.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
Okay, we have to do one more mission in between. This is a credits mission, though, and that is exactly what I would like to be doing. And it says it requires a general mission to be done. These are not marked as general, but maybe they are? The thing is, I don't know if general mission means go do something else or if it means specifically do something that isn't a story mission, right? So part of me wants to just hit the next story mission. Part of me wants to like do this and get the credits for the upgrades that we keep researching. Because it's not just the thing we just did. The one that'll be done tomorrow is also going to cost a bunch of money. Here's just always short credits. And we need artifacts, and we need intel caches. Ugh. All right. Well, a lot of that sounds like a tomorrow problem. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we will, I think, continue pushing to recruit this Merc with a Mouth, this very unevenly written Merc with a Mouth, into our very unevenly written superhero squad. So far, he fits in just fine. And we'll see you then.